Concerning the letters Nun, Gimmel, Hey, Shin that are written on the Dreidel, I'd like to mention that there is a Siche in Likutei Siches, Chelik Yud Beis, page 33, concerning Shabbos HaGodel, where the Rebbe mentions it. And this is what it says there. In the Siche, the Rebbe says that Tosfos brings in Shabbos Daf Pei Zayin Amud Beis, B'negei Shabbos HaGodel, that a Nes Godel happened there. Nasa be Nes Godel, and Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch brings it also. And the Rebbe goes on to ask, why is there a special Nes Godel? What happened on Shabbos HaGodel, that the Pcherim, the firstborn of Mitzrayim, fought with their own fathers and the other Mitzrayim to let the Yidden out, and they killed each other. That's a very big Nes. And the Rebbe asks in the Sicha why it's a Nes Godel, and he goes on to have a whole beer why it's called a Nes Godel. So there, in Ha'orah 5, there's a Shul Hagili on the bottom of that. It says like this. Ulahoyer, I want to comment, the Rebbe says, Ashegam b'negei lechanike, also concerning Chanike, Amri Inshe, people say, Betam haminig, for the reason of the minig, Shebesviva in Charuses or Aces, Nun Gimmel Haishin, that on the Dreidel are carved out the letters Nun Gimmel Haishin, Kiheim Rosh Tevis, the Rebbe says, because they are the Rosh Tevis, the abbreviation of the four words, Nes Godel Hoyoshom. A big Nes was there. And the Rebbe is Meir brings this in concerning Shabbos HaGodel. That just like by Shabbos HaGodel we say there's a Nes Godel, so he says, Lahoyer, right here also we have Nes Godel that we have on the Dreidel. I just want to mention that in the first Hagoy, when the Rebbe was Magiya de Siche, the words that were written there said like this, something like this, I don't remember exactly, but something like, Lahoyer, Asher Gam B'negei Lechanike, Tam haminig shebesviva in charus is nun gimel haishin, and he goes on kihem Rosh Tevis Nes Godel Hoyasham. The second Haggadah, the Rebbe added the words Amri Inshe. The first Haggadah didn't say that people say that this is the reason for the letters nun gimel haishin because it means Nes Godel Hoyasham. The second Haggadah, the Rebbe added that Amri Inshe, that people say that this is the reason for the letters nun gimel haishin because it means Nes Godel Hoyasham. So it seems like that originally it seemed like that this was a definite thing, and when it came to the second Haggadah, the Rebbe decided that this doesn't really have a makir. I'm just saying the pshat doesn't really have a makir, so it's Amri Inshe that people should say, but that's how it was originally. It didn't say the word Amri Inshe, and later on the Rebbe changed it and put in the words Amri Inshe that people say. But anyway, whichever way it is, from this sikh it seems that the Nes Godel that happened at Chanukah, which are written on the Dreidel, has a connection to the reason why Shabbos HaGodel is called Shabbos HaGodel, because of the Nes Godel that happened there. And we have to look into the Sikha to see, after the Rebbe explains the whole beer, why Shabbos HaGodel we consider a Nes Godel, a big Nes, a special big Nes, more than the regular Nisim, how we could explain that beer concerning Chanukah also, even though they seem to be different in Yonim. But the Rebbe does, since he's Meir here, when he talks about why Shabbos HaGodel, we say there was a Nes Godel, and he brings in that by Chanukah and the Dreidel it says Nes Godel, so must be some connection, and we have to work on this to see how the connection is.